Why, hello there, lovely humans. Okay, quick little something. There was not an XFM last week because everything that could have gone wrong last week did go wrong. For several days, I didn't have internet. I started recording XFM and the light cut out. Power went out in like the middle of it. And then I got sick, so I couldn't finish it until now, which is several days later. So, this is a little interruption because this is a week later. I have half of it done from last week, so this is what you're going to see now. And if I remember correctly, I was stupid enough to say, I was lucky I didn't get sick, and then bam! After that, I almost died. So, silly Mandy. Anyway, and while you guys watched the first half I recorded, it's not half, but the first part I recorded, I am going to now catch up on what the hell they were talking about because my memory isn't good enough for me to actually remember what happened in the first part. So you guys watch this. There's going to be another intro from last week because that's just how that's going to I'm just going to leave it raw because that's what I was vibing with last week. And then at about, well, you'll see the cutoff point because I will come back. I'll be back in this clothes, lighting, all of it. So enjoy the first half, and I'm sorry, but, stuff happens, and then we will be abruptly interrupted by myself again. So enjoy. All right, lovely humans, yet again, another XFM Friday. It's been years, and I still get this comment. So again, I've cleared this up a bunch of times, but it still happens. This is not my knee. It's the microphone. Okay? I can't sit like that for hours. That's insane. Also, I've never been one person. I've always been multiple. But all the peoples that I have been have never been a person to sit with their knee like that. I don't find that comfortable. Anyway, huge thank you and huge shout out to Rusty Dog that makes these. But not only does he make these last 2 weeks, especially this one, I've been informed he's been under the weather and just feeling horrible. Everybody's been sick, man. Fingers crossed. I don't get it. I mean, it's been weeks and everybody around me has been sick and stuff. And I've been, dodging it. Hopefully it sticks. But anyway, I know he's been feeling terrible. And he still made these. Awesome. Super cool of you. There was no need. You didn't have to. No pressure ever. But it's amazing that you did. So extra thank you today. Series 3, Episode 5. I love the rainbow. I have this thing about rainbows. I don't know why. They're magical. I don't like that now they represent a certain group of people. I feel like when people just, steal a color, that's just rude. Like pink ribbons are now breast cancer. What if I like pink ribbons? Why does it have to be associated with breast cancer? Or what if I can't think of other colors right now? But I'm pretty sure, even brands can own the rights to specific colors, which is absolutely bonkers. But anyway, I like rainbows. And I still want to make that backup rainbow shirt, which I have in a file. And there's nothing more special than a double rainbow. You guys should know that. Anyway, beautiful humans, that's enough. I'll shut up now. No, I won't. But you know what I mean. Let's go.
Don't steal our son.
Wait. So many questions. I'm guessing the zucchini is something that happens in the episode because I don't remember mentioning a zucchini lately. That doesn't mean I haven't. I just don't remember, which means nothing. But my question is, why is Carl peach colored or, white person colored, flesh colored? It's not flesh. Flesh is red. But you know what I mean? Why is he beige? And he's got the Lego yellow hands and everybody else is Lego yellow. See? Does Lego own that yellow? Freaking greedy bastards. Anyway, this is fun. But it's just a lot of questions. Also, he has a nose. Why is Carl so different? I love it.
Lads, don't steal our son. Please, lads. Thrills on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Carl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
Carly Pilkington, little baldy
I like how
mank,
Keith Dana has
whinging
the
little
mic.
twat. How are
Alright.
you?
Yeah,
Alright?
I'm alright, yeah.
What are you doing? Happy? Feeling a bit happier today? You look as full of spunk, as they say in America.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Do
Bit of a
they?
miserable day though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bit miserable.
Yeah.
Walking in today, right? Do you know I walked through like the sort of the gay district of London and that?
Right.
Is that
You
what the
don't
rainbow
walk
was
in
for?
mints, don't you?
Well, just walking through on the way to work, and I'm always interested in their little shops and stuff that they have, right? Loads of.
Their little shops.
That's nothing ashamed of. If you want to go in and buy something, go in and buy something.
I'm just having a look at, looking in the windows and stuff. Little postcard just near the entrance.
Yeah.
That's meant to tease people in, to make people go, that sounds good, I'll nip in, right? Little postcard. Free butt plugs with every sale.
That's great. How did we get from 5p off milk
Yeah.
to free butt plugs with every sale?
Wow.
What society come
Whatever
to?
drives
because we're
business in, I
liberated,
guess.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's an open
What did you
society.
buy to get them? You didn't buy.
No, I didn't, but
that wasn't
what-
meant to be. Shit. I didn't mean it that way.
Good, Rick.
Yeah. What society come to?
Well, it's because we're liberated, Rick.
Yeah.
You know, it's an open society.
What did you buy to get them? You didn't buy.
No, I didn't, but what's the purpose?
What, of a poster or of butt plugs?
Butt plugs, because I really honestly
You
don't.
shove them up your arse, don't you?
Whoa, slow down, bum. Shove them up your bum.
Yeah.
Because that's
But
different.
when? Is that just like when you're doing whatever, doing stuff around the house, or?
I think is it to it's not to keep things out. Is it like you would use a plug in the sink to keep, the water in the sink?
Oh, if you're not gay.
Well,
Get that? Oh, yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know.
No
I don't know,
entry.
What is it? I mean, I don't understand what
I
they're
don't know. I assume it either feels good or are they? Well, I've got to be careful here. Or are they sort of like breaking it in?
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a shoehorn.
Sure.
or
Yeah. It's
or
like when you stick paper in your shoes if they're a bit tight.
or those people who sort of like put little bits of wood in their lips, and then as soon they've got big plates in their lips.
Yeah, yeah.
Same with the butt plug. It means you can.
What?
You're ready for anything. I don't know, do I? And then it comes.
Like the tribes that have the big lip discs things that stretch it. That's a crazy one. That's a crazy modification for the body because, I mean, you eat several times a day and that has to hinder that experience, man. Like people that get the lip piercings that are like the rings, I've known people that have them and every time they drink something or eat something, they look like frickin' morons. And I asked them, isn't that uncomfortable? Yes. Okay. I don't know. But anyway.
Face!
That's
No,
all I'm
do
gonna.
I?
I'm gonna
And
stay
then
away
it
from.
comes face!
Well, if you know what butt plugs are used for, then why not get in touch? Ricky.Gervais at
Phone in.
XFM.co.uk.
Phone in.
What do you think? If there's any...
I can't believe we're already on this subject.
I
How
know.
is it? It's 5
I
past
know.
1 and we're
I
already
Ladies
on this.
fest.
I was going to say then, if there's any people who use butt plugs, and I was thinking that Carl would have said, well, they're not up yet.
Yeah.
Because they go out late.
No, but
But what is it? We're award-winning people. We've written a TV
Not on
show.
radio,
it's highly
though.
respected.
Not on radio. We're rubbish on radio.
I know, but
We've got
what-
nothing to lose.
I always say to you, Steve, that I like educating people and that. Now, the way I see it is I didn't know what they were.
Mm.
Let's
when
phone to
you
go.
did-
Did you
Someone know about
research?
butt plugs.
All right, well, we'll get
No,
to
no,
them
get them
then.
on. Get them on. Ask them.
No, because they might say something dodgy.
Oh!
Cause you guys have it.
What have we just been doing?
Just take a chance. Take a chance and tell them not to swear.
I like that
Well,
song.
you tell them.
Okay.
Right, Steve.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got
was
my
gonna sing
headphones
it,
on.
but-
Hello, who's that?
Oh,
Come on, hold on.
Nicholas.
Who, sorry?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, hello, mate. You're not going to swear, are you?
No, I'm not going to
Keep it clean.
Yeah.
Keep them keen. What were you calling about?
I'm phoning about your plugs.
About, well, not my plugs, but sure, plugs in general. What, do you know much about them? Are you a
No,
plug user yourself?
No, I'm just thinking if maybe you've got some gay friends and you're spending the night at their place, you might want to use one.
What? I
Say
didn't.
you've got some gay friends and you're spending the
You
night
got
at their
some gay what?
Maybe you've got some gay friends and you're spending the night at their place, you might want to use one.
Right. What, you mean experiment with them, or?
No, so you can make sure they're not going to do anything while you're asleep.
Could I suggest? Just lock the door. I mean, that is easier to me.
Can I make a bigger suggestion? That's probably the most homophobic thing we've had said on the show today. Thanks very much for your call.
Today.
Right, okay, good. Well, that's why we shouldn't put people on the fly. Just, without checking first. I think Carl's made a good point. That's the calibre of listener we've got.
I mean, I'm baffled that
Rock
this
and
is
Roll
how this
2
started.
by Kiss on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant.
I'm bloody glad he did, Steve.
Thank you, I am.
Cheers.
Carl Pilkington's with us as well. He's learnt some stuff while the song's been on.
He's had a couple of calls, one from a bloke, one from a woman who worked in a sex shop, and you learnt quite a lot. I could see your eyes widening. What have you learnt then about butt plugs?
I haven't really learnt anything. I still don't understand
Yes, you have.
No, but the woman was just saying, it spices things up a bit.
Yeah.
Well, what do you need to do that for? The end result is always the same, I think. So why complicate it?
I'm sorry. All I can help but think is the end result is Carl satisfied and Suzanne not satisfied. That's all. If that's always the end result, then maybe, just maybe, spices the idea for you. I mean, I'm not, no, I'm going to sit this one out.
Do you know what I mean? Are you with me, though? These people who say, they do stuff all night, it's like, what's the point? That's why I like short stories and that.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
So...
Excellent. I wish people could see what he looks like when he's talking like it. Oh, in fact, he's in Heat next week, Steve.
Right.
Yeah, they put a picture of him. They could do the grab off the DVD,
That
and he's one of the
sounds
scenes, and
on topic.
he's got his little picture in Heat, and he hates it, don't you?
Well, I'm a bit annoyed because I didn't want it in.
Why are you worried?
Just don't want people
knowing what
knowing
you
what I
look
look like and that.
Why?
Well,
Were you
you
on the
shouldn't have
DVD?
become an actor later.
Yeah, but
It's to public domain. Anyone can take it off there and put it on the paper now.
but that's extras on a DVD, and I'm just thinking not that many people. If they watch it, they won't take it in, stuff like that.
What are you worried about then?
Just I don't. There's like me brother and sister and stuff who I don't see anymore. If they know what I look like now, they might.
What do you mean if they know what you look like now? They've just got to imagine little Carl Pilkington with no hair.
No, I've changed quite a lot because I work hard, don't I? So I've aged quite badly. Right.
Fair enough.
And I'm just thinking if they
You used to have the hair of a Chinaman,
But
didn't you?
sorry, why is it a problem for your brother and sister to see
Yeah,
you?
what?
because I don't see them anymore, do I? And they'll come out of the woodwork now. Do you
What?
know I mean?
They're after your millions.
No. So they're sitting at home, they're looking at Heat, and there goes Carl Pilkington. Oh, Carl's my brother. My brother. Oh, maybe I'll go and see him.
I don't want the hassle.
But they could find out where you are
What's
anytime.
the hassle then?
It's just hassle of having friends and family and that.
You
having
mean this,
them.
don't you?
Exist.
Yeah, it's that I'm not into having
But
mates.
if
and
either
that.
your brother or your sister came to your door, would you not welcome them in and give them a cup of tea?
Do you know what? He bumped into his sister, right, after about 7 years in a car park somewhere, right?
I can't imagine
And
that.
she went, oh, I got a picture of my new kid. Do you want to see it? He went, not really. All kids look the same. And she went off in half.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though, isn't it? She hadn't seen me for years and years. That's the way I am. I'm not
I
like being
understand
rude or
why
anything.
now.
I'm just says what comes in my head.
Oh, don't give me that. Don't do that. I'm not rude. It's what comes in me head.
That's a rubbish excuse.
Not
know
rude.
me, know my ways.
Yeah.
Right, am I wrong then? Let's look at it. Let's look at what I said.
Hey, there's Nouts Obama's cakes. Know me, know my ways. Get out, you twiddle flunt. What is that? What sort of philosophy is that? Know me, I'm rude and take it or leave
I'm not
it.
being rude.
You
What?
are being rude.
What, saying that old babies look the same?
It's your nephew. You didn't even bother to have a look. You could have been courteous
But
and
she's
had a
not-
look at the picture.
If it was a first, I'd say fair enough, but she's got loads of kids.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh my god.
What kind of woman is she?
That's an interesting question.
David Bowie, Lady Stardust.
I don't understand how people can be estranged from their brothers unless there's like something really messed up. For example, I don't know what it is about my mom's generation. I do not know anybody from that like generation, age group, whatever, that has a brother or sister and they get along and they see each other. They're all estranged and they haven't seen each other in years. They don't know if they're dead or not or where they live. I don't know what's up with that generation, but just freaking awful, right? And there's only one of these, people's situations that I can understand, which is my dad and his brother. They haven't spoken in years. Nobody knows where my uncle is. Nobody knows if he's alive. Nobody knows anything, right? But the reason is that guy is mad crazy, okay? But on a very real psychological, clinical level. So their falling out was, it made sense. It wasn't a stupid little thing. And it's kind of one of those people that you're like, okay, it's okay that he's not, in the intimate circle of the family. Fine. But everybody else I know, it's either the stupidest reason ever or no reason at all. And I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. My bestie he's an older brother. He has a younger brother that lives relatively close, has a nephew and stuff, and they just don't get along. And I constantly ask him, like, why? Why don't you get along? How do you not? And he doesn't really have a reason. It's not like they fought or anything. And I think that's crazy. I work with my brothers. I see them every week. Even if when we didn't work together, I would see them often. We'd have dinner. We'd meet up. We'd chat. We'd send messages, send memes, send pictures. I can't imagine a life without knowing where my brothers are, what they're doing, or what they look like. I don't know, dude. That's insane. I understand not liking who they are, who they turned out to be, or having personalities not mixed or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But still, it's crazy. And it's crazy to me how common that is, dude.
Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. I went to see him Tuesday. I know you went to see him Wednesday, Steve. I mean, obviously I'm a mental fan, but I think objectively that was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
He's got the best band in the world.
I like what
he
he's
played
wearing.
all the hits. It was an amazing show. The sound was incredible. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
it's
his
just
voice as well. I think people don't realise how incredible his voice is.
It was absolutely
soulful is the word I'd use.
brilliant. Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. You don't care, do you, Carl? We don't care about this.
You never really go to gigs, do you, Carl? The live music experience is not something you enjoy.
Can be alright.
Go on.
I heard that someone else who went to the Bowie thing said that he sort of messed with the songs a bit, which would annoy me.
No, he didn't.
Not really.
Hardly at all.
He said when they did Life on Mars, instead of saying something about just the tune of it, he messed with it so it wasn't the same. That would annoy me.
That annoys me when
would
they do that.
But I mean, we're not talking Bob Dylan or Sinatra. He ad-libbed a little bit, I suppose, and it's his song, but it was totally faithful. He was singing the songs. What do you mean?
Well, it's just don't mess with stuff. It's like if you went to see Titanic and then the boat didn't have a crash, you'd go, what are they doing? It's like, I fancied messing with it.
Well, he didn't. Well, I'll tell you, he didn't mess with it. Relatively speaking, he did not mess with the songs. They were brilliant renditions.
That would be a hell of a film, though, where Titanic gets to New York. Absolutely fine.
Oh, Carl.
But,
you're amazing.
It's because I work here, though, and there's a lot of gigs going on all the time, and then you get to a point when, you just go, get a bit fed up with that.
Well, when was the last time you went to a live experience?
Well, I've been to gigs, but the one that springs to mind probably is when I first sort of tried a gig out, and it wasn't a music one. It was Bottom. Do you know with
Bottom the live thing with
Rick Mail and Adrian Limited.
Yeah, in
when
Manchester.
was that?
Years ago, because it was in Manchester in about, I don't know, 87, 88 or something, and I was set up for a blind date. Right,
Okay.
this,
Can you imagine a blind date in your dates, Carl?
What, so you said, let's go to Bottom?
Well, I didn't tell her, I just said, meet us at the Apollo.
I bet she was over the moon, wasn't she?
Met her there, said, right.
Romantic?
Going to see some middle-aged men run round in pants. Brilliant.
Well, it's good, it's one of them things that afterwards you've got something to talk about, haven't
There you go.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And
was it a good gig?
Yeah, it was alright. Sort of bought some April fruits and that at the start of the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that. And then we watched Bottom. Then afterwards had a bit of a chat. And then
You didn't see her again, I take it?
I would have done, right, because she was alright looking and everything.
Yeah.
But when we were chatting, she said she had a problem with a marrow.
What?
And that.
What?
She what?
She had a problem with a marrow.
She had a problem with her marrow?
Yeah.
You mean her bone marrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant she had one stuck up her fanny.
No, just a...
Thanks for that, Rick. That's an image I can't get out of my head.
No wonder.
Marrow's a
I see a
fish,
marrow. I
right?
think
A
it's
marrow.
a marrow. Her marrow.
And is that serious, that? You see,
Well-
I just was put off it because I thought... If you
Well,
were sat
I think it's more serious than the problem with a marrow.
Yeah.
I mean,
with a marrow and that.
It's an idea if you're bored with...
I love it. I love it.
I love the way Ricky
Everything he
laughs.
says is like someone from Kes.
It was just that thing that... Because,
You didn't want to go out with a girl who might be ill in some way.
well, yeah, I thought, what's the point in spending time with her, spending money on her and stuff, and then she's going to die on me?
Oh!
No, but seriously,
God!
no, but I'm just... See, this is what annoys me.
Oh.
You asked me to be honest, but
Oh.
I'm just saying, what's the point in me getting upset and stuff?
No, but it's not the... It was the one thing he said, what's the point in spending money on her if she's going to die anyway? You've got to realise that.
No.
That's true of anybody who isn't gonna die. That's true of himself. Why would I buy myself a shirt that I like? Why would I spend money on myself? I'm just gonna die someday. Like, that's the Carlest thing ever. The level of just stupidity is high.
Not a normal
today.
thing to say.
No, but what's the point in getting to really like to know, knowing someone and thinking, oh, she's really nice, I want to spend my life with her. It's good that she told me when she did.
Carl! What, during bottom? This is the most amazing thing you've ever said.
What do you...
Is
Don't
it?
you
Really?
understand what I'm saying?
But no, because... What? Well, firstly, it's the assumption that she's going to drop dead and you're going to think,
I'm
well,
not
let's
a
pour her
doctor,
some
I'm
open
not a
fruits,
doctor,
I'm
am I?
livid.
I don't know what it means when you got a problem with a marrow and that, but she looked pretty serious when she was talking about it. So I was like, oh.
Christ almighty!
I don't understand what's so bad about
Play
that.
a record! I'll tell you. I'll explain to her during the break. Play a record.
Okay.
Libertines?
Yeah.
If you're morally objectionable, why not email ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk?
It's okay, he's an idiot.
True.
I would love to see the reaction of the lady if she
Modest
ever heard the
Chambers,
radio.
Kings of Leon on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Carl Pilkington. Steve,
Yes.
I want to talk to you. I think it was, might have been Wednesday night. I was in the pub. Phone goes. Carl goes, "You watching that thing about parasites?"
Right.
I went, "No, I'm out." He went, "Oh, fella with a maggot in his head."
Fellow with a maggot in his head.
Yeah. And they go, "Oh no, he's pulling it out now." Oh, God. I said, "Well,
Where?
I'll get it. I said, "Yeah, see you later." About 5 minutes later, I get a message on my phone. Beep, beep. I look at it. It just says, "Oh no, there's a fella with his fish up his cock now."
There's a fellow with a fish up his cock.
Yeah.
Ah.
Do
Okay.
you want to explain that, Carl? Is it one of those little ones that swim up if you're having a slash in the Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I know
weird, isn't
those
it?
little bastards. Yeah.
But it was still...
No, I've
like,
heard that
stuff
before,
like that. It
several
started off with,
What does the fish do when it gets in there?
just sits there.
Why does it? Why?
Well, what else can it do?
No, but why does it go up there?
Good point.
Don't know, I didn't listen to that bit. But listen, there's a bit, it started off with a fella who had a bit of meat and got a tapeworm inside him,
Yeah.
and he grew it for
He grew
however
it
long, and then it came out at the end, it was about 7 foot long.
On purpose?
intentionally.
Yeah, he did it on purpose, yeah, for the programme, right?
I think, yeah. Probably.
Oh, dude, when people mess up their bodies on purpose just for fame, that pisses me off so much. There's this 19-year-old that is viral everywhere. And yeah, I mean, his life is made. He's made serious money with this just because how ridiculous and stupid it is. Especially when something's so outrageous, people share it, like I am about to now. But there's a kid that, for some reason, he only decided to work out the left side of his body, more specifically and more particularly the left lat, the thing here. So he is now crooked. Like, it's giving him spine issues, and there's talk of scoliosis, because the guy's like this, because it's the left side. It's just so huge, too. Like, he worked it out nonstop every day for, I think, like a year or something. It's just, he's literally like this all the time, and it just looks absolutely ridiculous. And it's so stupid, and that's just gonna mess with his body so much. I mean, yeah, I get it. Money, fame, blah, blah, blah. But is it worth it to mess yourself up that much, dude? The tapework thing is nasty. Absolutely nasty. Anything that is... Okay, see, I was gonna say anything that is another living being, at least big enough, not like bacteria and stuff, because, oh my God, when you start learning about how much living bacteria and stuff one has in the body and all this, it's just, you don't want to live anymore. But other than that, anytime that it's like a fly that goes in your ear, or somebody that swallows a spider, or somebody that ingested, like, just all this kind of stuff is, man. And yes, some may argue, but a living thing inside you could be the most wonderful thing in the world in pregnancy. Nah, dude, that freaks me out too. Just the same. No, thank you. Not for me. I don't, it doesn't sit well with me having anything else that, no, thank you. But dude, yes, those you said little evidence. Nope, I've heard that several times. Not cool. I would have been interested in why they do that. But ouch, that's gotta hurt, dude. That's gotta be awful.
Slimming, isn't it?
Well, I was thinking that. I did it on purpose, yeah, for the programme, right?
I think, probably slimming, isn't it?
Well, I was thinking that. Could, I mean, you're a fan of Waller. Could he purposely have about
This
8 of them?
poor guy, dude.
What, Rick Waller?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Because they were saying how they eat, a lot of stuff when they're in you. They just eat all
Well,
of
they take enough so you don't die, and nor do they, yeah. But, I mean, you've got to keep taking them out, haven't you? Because you'll still have the same weight, because it's got to go somewhere. So you'll have them in you. What you got to do is, like, let them eat your meal and then take them out.
Do you think worm watchers will catch on?
Yeah.
So anyway, so that happened, right? And then, there was a woman with a maggot in her head.
A woman with a maggot in her head?
Yeah, she went on holiday, it got in there somehow. And,
Stowaway.
No.
It was massive.
No. See,
and
that's the kind of thing that I wouldn't be able to live with myself after. I'd be so grossed out with myself. Oh my God, dude. It's those things that just, I don't know, dude. I couldn't, maggots are awful too. Absolutely awful. I once knew an older lady that the story goes, she thought she was going deaf, basically. Yeah. Because, she started not being able to hear real well from one side, and she's like, man. She was old enough to come to the conclusion, snap, I'm going deaf, just like old people do, or whatever. And she went to the doctor and stuff, and it ended up, the case was, when she was asleep, a cockroach, a tiny one, went into her ear canal and died there, and then just it got covered in all the stuff the ear does, and just a complete blockage. Dude, no, I can't. Just thinking about that stuff makes me want to rip my skin off, dude. It makes me so uncomfortable. So a maggot in your head, no, dude. Absolutely not.
Thing is, she had a hole in her head, and she's there being interviewed with the doctor.
What do you mean a hole?
And you can see it just sort of sticking its head out. Do you know when you see a cartoon with a maggot in an apple?
Yeah.
And it looks out and looks around like that.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just take it out there and then?
I think they could have done, but the doctor's messing about. It's like, well, it's good for the show, isn't it?
And
they left it in there.
Right, that's libelous.
Well,
that is libelous.
But I found it weird. Why not just grab it?
Because there must be a reason. There must be one of those medical reasons that you don't really know about, Carl.
Right. And another bit. This was the best one, right?
Grab it!
Oh, please don't be
There's
worse.
this fella, and he was on his bike, right, cycling to work or whatever.
Okay.
And he sort of sees this thing in the corner of his eye. Right?
Literally in the corner of his eye. Or you mean he saw
He just said he saw
in his peripheral
He
vision?
saw
Okay,
something
yeah.
and thought, what's that?
Yeah.
So he thought, doesn't matter, whatever. And he stops off at a cafe, right?
Yeah.
Get a little scone, the tea or whatever. And he goes in there, and he's sat down, and the waiter comes over. He says, "Yeah, what do you want?" He says, "I'll have a scone and a tea." He goes, "All right then." So he goes to get it, comes back. As he puts the tea and the scone down, his face is like, "What is that?" Right, like a look of frightenedness on his face.
Frightenedness.
Right, drops the tea and legs it. So the fella's going, what? So he legs it after the bloke and goes, "What?" And he says, "Something came out of your nose. That was massive."
Sorry, something came out of the guy
It's all
serving.
true because people would have watched it, so don't start saying it
Sorry,
didn't
but hang
happen.
on, I just need to clarify.
What?
The guy
I
on the
don't.
bike.
I don't believe he ran away.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't believe he legged it. I don't believe he had a look of frightenedness on his face, and I don't believe he said something massive came out your nose.
Wait a minute.
And I don't even believe he had a cup of tea in the scone. These are the things that I think are embellished. I know.
But who had something coming out of his nose? Was it the guy serving the scone?
The one who was on the bike who ordered the scone.
Yeah, but what was
came out
it?
of his nose.
Yeah, what was it? Came out of his nose.
Right, so he goes home and he thinks, "I've got to sort this out, it's not good enough." So,
Oh, they're so cute.
What was
Came out
it?
of his nose.
Yeah, what was it? Came out of his nose.
right, so he goes home and he thinks, "I've got to sort this out because it's not good enough." So he
But what? No, it was out of his nose. So you mean it poked out of his nose? It didn't come out.
It just said hello and then it...
It was like the maggot in the head.
Yeah,
He just
yeah,
popped,
it just-
popped his head out, had a look around and went back in.
And why
Right?
did the bloke drop the tea and run?
Well, it's weird, isn't it?
I'm so
Right,
uncomfortable right
so
So
now.
he goes home.
He goes
Yeah.
home and he goes, "Oh, God." You know. So he sits
I
in
love
front of the
how
mirror.
everybody, every situation, it's a happy story, it's a sad story. It doesn't matter what the character is, but he always has to mime that the person, before saying or doing anything, every single frickin' time, the person is, oh. I absolutely love that little Carl trait, dude. I have never heard him mime being somebody else and not starting out with that, and it's amazing.
And he sat there waiting. This thing comes out. Again, sort of looks round, goes back in again. So he goes, "Oh,
No scones.
right."
Not interested.
So he goes, "I've got to sort this out." He goes to the doctor's,
Yeah.
says to the doctor, "I've got something up my
wanna hear
nose. It just keeps coming out and having a look round, going back in."
Didn't
So
say
the
that.
doctor's like, "Oh, I haven't heard of that before." Right?
Didn't say that.
So sat there. He does it again. The doctor looks, frightened
He
again.
runs away.
Yeah.
He,
No, he didn't run
Well,
away.
he's got a look of frightenedness on
he,
his face.
he had a look of medical frightenedness. He dropped his stethoscope and legged it.
No, he said, "I know what it was." What? So you got a leech up your nose. He had a leech about that long.
What's radio?
Well, how long's that?
4 inches.
4 inches coming out of his nose. Next time it stuck its head out, he grabbed it, pulled it out.
4 inches!
That's horrible, though, isn't
Holy crap.
Isn't it?
Can I just remind people...
I'm sorry, what? How did it conclude?
Next time it stuck its head out, he grabbed it, pulled it out. That's horrible, though, isn't it? Isn't it?
Can I just remind people, just let people know, when Carl was saying it was about that long and Ricky said 4 inches, he was using his fingers.
Oh yeah, he didn't have his
There's nothing else
the
there.
feather out. No.
So he had a leech
I
up his
didn't
nose. How did he
even,
get a leech up
nobody,
his nose?
nobody
Yeah,
thought that.
I'm not that bothered about that bit. It's just all the footage and stuff.
Oh, play a
Brilliant-
record.
Brilliant programme.
Yeah.
It's just the same. He just sees that. He gets fast. He doesn't read on. His education is just sound bites and self-embellishment in his own head.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
see,
like
'cause
he
people-
gets all his news from Ananova and he just reads the headline.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he just doesn't bother reading it.
But you know,
Okay.
he considers that education. He
Well,
gets
I
annoyed
love
if
that.
you think that more
So
information
don't
is useful.
get going on that, 'cause we'll
Oh.
talk about that later. If you're
I'll
going to
tell
start
you
having
what.
a go.
Right, okay. After, okay, we're going to play a song now, and I'm going to tell London Carl's confusion over evolution.
Right.
Right. Okay, well, apparently the maggot thing coming out and stuff, playing peekaboo was on TV, so there's no arguing with that. Then the guy with the leech up his nose, okay, whatever. What bothers me with these stories is also the old lady with like the roach in her ear. What bothers me with these stories, how do you not feel something? Like if something crawls in your ear, how do you not hear that? A bug in your ear. You gotta hear that. I get that she was sleeping when it happened, but a mosquito going by my ear wakes me up. I imagine something crawling inside me would probably wake me up. But okay, whatever. Everybody's different. And the fact that the leech in the nose is just because he saw it, not because he felt something coming in at 4 inches coming in and out of his nose is absolutely ridiculous. But I've seen x-rays and I've seen things and I've heard and read about medical stories, and yeah, the human body is mega weird with this kind of stuff. But on a much nastier note, tying the tapeworm, tying the leech, tying the maggot, and tying it all the way up to butt plugs that we were talking about in the beginning, I have heard several times, several different stories, several different articles, several different everything, that there are some human parasites that are worms that live in the lower intestine, if you will. And apparently they do need to come out of the not so nice area in the back, in the lower back. I don't know if it's to breathe or to what, but every once in a while they do come out. So there has been stories of people that needed to spice up their bedtime activities with another human being doing a position that is a number. I know you guys are following me. And that one of the persons in the numbers, either the 6 or the 9, has witnessed this very event and freaked the hell out, because who wouldn't? That is absolutely freaking gnarly. So, I mean, it is believable. It is a thing. It does happen. Absolutely nasty, yes, but very, very real. So, yeah. I don't recommend looking up any of this, because who would want to? Do I regret telling you? No, because there's some things that if I have to know it, you have to know it, man. Because if I have to be disgusted and live with this information all the time, because for some reason my mind forgets things I would like to remember, but it does record things I'd like to forget. So if this has to live with me, now it has to live with you too. You're welcome.
That are you two?
Oh, brilliant.
Sweet.
What is that sound? What the hell is that, dude? Even sounded like Peter Griffin.
So, we're with Carl in the week. So, well, what can we do this week? I was saying, well, don't do Rockbusters. That's dead in the water. I hope the listening public agree with me. He's going, well, why don't I teach stuff again? Remember what I taught you last week? I went, no, no idea. Weren't you joking? I went, no.
Weren't you joking?
And it was, he went, Ivan the Terrible gouged out a fella's eyes.
Yeah.
He actually said Ivan the Terrible at the time.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember. This was a man who had built something for Ivan the Terrible, and then
but his idea of education is telling someone something that knows more about the subject than him, so they can correct him when he's telling them it. And so I said, well, I don't know. And he gets annoyed that me and you are dubious against monkeys who perform bank robberies. And he goes, but you believe in Newton. He doesn't know the difference. I was trying to explain the laws of the universe, right? He was going, what do you do? And so all I come up with, I thought somewhat interesting. You know when you tell a child maths, you say you've got 3 potatoes and you've got 4 potatoes. Yeah. I have to do that with science to Carl. So I ended up saying, imagine you're in a shopping trolley with loads of house bricks. If you throw the house bricks out, you'll go the other way. He loved that.
Right.
He didn't you?
Because I didn't know that would happen, and it's sort of useful to know. It sort of explained a bit to me and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why I like doing stuff every week. I think listeners go away going, well, I didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? Carl told me something there.
Every
They
week
forget it instantly,
happens.
just like we do. We're friends of yours, and we forget it instantly.
No, the annoying thing with you is, Steve, not so much Ricky, at least he'll listen now and again, you'll just dismiss stuff straight away. I told you loads of stuff yesterday, I taught you loads of stuff.
But Carl, what you consider education... hang on, what you consider education, I consider tittle-tattle.
Sure.
Well...
It's not education. Do you know what I mean? You seem to think it's education. It's just kind of
talking,
gossip, stories you've sort
sounds.
of half read.
Right, alright, example of yesterday. Goldfish have longer memories than people think they do.
And that's where it cut out. So... I got back into topic, absolutely freaking hilarious. Everything they were talking about. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember what it was about, and I kind of just, skimmed through it. I did a quick replay, and oh my god, dude. Like, it started off with butt plugs, dude. That was, I forgot about that. Unbelievable. We went to parasites. We went to a lot of things, but you guys just heard it, so there's no point in me recapping. So let's go. I found a point to kind of just jump right in.
Because I didn't know that would happen, and it's sort of useful to know. It sort of explained a bit to me and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why I like doing stuff every week. I think listeners go away going, well, I didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? Carl told me something there.
They forget it instantly, just like we do. We're friends of yours, and we forget it instantly.
Yeah.
No, the annoying thing with you is, Steve, not so much, Ricky, at least he'll listen now and again, you'll just dismiss stuff straight away. I told you loads of stuff yesterday, I taught you loads of stuff.
But Carl, what you consider education... hang on, what you consider education, I consider tittle-tattle.
Okay.
Well...
It's not education. Do you know what I mean? You seem to think it's education. It's just kind of gossip, stories you've sort of half-read.
Right, alright, example of yesterday. Goldfish have longer memories than people think they do.
Yeah.
You said no, it's rubbish.
No, we didn't. We said, where'd you get that from? We said, oh, really?
From?
Yeah.
There's not enough information there for it to be educational. because
because it's also relative. Because that as a statement, it has no objectivity. Goldfish's memories are longer than some people think. That isn't a fact.
Exactly.
Because we don't know how long do people think a goldfish's memory is.
3 seconds.
Do you see what that isn't a fact? Whereas Newton's laws of physics and the universe are.
Right. Yeah, but it was just a little thing. And I taught you more than that. I said about there's loads of Chinese people, if you put them in a line, you can't get to the end of it.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Wait, what?
I said about there's loads of Chinese...
Hold on.
And I taught you more than that. I said about there's loads of Chinese people, if you put them in a line, you can't get to the end of it.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
There's loads of Chinese people.
We know that, but what? If we put them in a line, we can't get to the end of it.
We just say there's about 1 billion Chinese people in the world.
But what really annoys me is, right, I read something on the internet the other day, because I'm always trying to learn stuff.
Yeah, no, you are. I know you are.
Right?
Yeah.
Points for
you're
that.
having a go at me because you're saying, well, what does that mean? Yeah, there was a report on, I think it was Ananova or BBC News website. It said, the world may end in 32 million years. Right, first of all, it says may, it doesn't say it will, and 32 million, who's going to argue with that? And yet they're allowed to put that on a website. You're not having a go at them.
No, but
you didn't read on.
There's more information.
That wasn't meant to be a newsflash.
No. I'm with Carl on this, and I've talked about it, dude. I used to follow a bunch of just scientific journals or this or that, and just every headline was scientists may think they could have possibly tried to discover. Like, nah, dude, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. And it's all just speculation, and they think this and they think that, and maybe possibly someday, if all the conditions are exactly right, they will maybe be able to. No! Okay? And I get it. I get that it's hard to, bring daily news in the scientific world. There isn't enough for it there to be a day-to-day thing. Oh, we actually discovered this, and we actually made a breakthrough here, and this is actually something we found. I get that. That's fine. But when it's all just made up and make-believe and if and buts and we and maybe and no. So I'm with him on that. So when I have clicked on those kind of articles, I'm like, okay, this could be interesting. This maybe could be interesting if there's maybe some sort of fact in it, and there isn't ever. So I just unsubscribed to everything because I got tired. So no.
Just to worry people.
It's not even.
That wasn't meant to be a newsflash to worry people. That was like, oh, scientists have discovered that possibility. That was just like.
Yeah, but again, possibility.
No, but Carl, it's the 8 other paragraphs that you haven't read. You see, that will have to give explanations as to why they think that might happen. So therefore, it becomes a news item. It becomes educational. It's not just the headline, the bullet point. The headline's just supposed to draw you into the story so you read on. That's not all the information.
But then I was trying to come up with things to excite you, and I realised that I was opening a can of worms. I was trying to come up with facts for him. He was going, give me facts. So I said, oh, okay, why can't an owl, why does an owl, why can't an owl,
a what?
I said, oh, okay, why can't an owl, why does an owl have to turn its sort of head 180 degrees?
Oh.
I said, it's because the eyes are so large, has a huge focal point for its sight, that they can't move within the skull.
Hey, wait!
That
Where's the camera? There's no reflection of a lens or anything in its eyes. Oh my god, the more you stare at it, the creepier it gets, dude. But these things are so cute. I love them. But damn, those are some hypnotizing eyes. But I guess like the reflection is right where the nose would be, because I can't, usually you can see the lens in the reflection. A little creepy. Okay.
they can't move within the skull, right? And he went, well, why'd they do that? Why didn't they just do it, give them normal eyes, and then after I've turned their head? I went, what do you mean? Why didn't they? He went, well, whoever did that. I went, well, it was evolution. It was, he went, right. He went, it's like giraffes. I read that giraffes grew their necks to eat food. So, well, they didn't grow their necks to get the food. The ones that had upshots lived longer and so got the food and passed on their... He went, yeah, but why didn't they just give them wings? I went, why didn't who just give them wings? He got angry and went, whoever gave them the necks! His understanding of evolution made me fall on the floor.
Who do you imagine
Nature.
is they? Because you don't believe in God, do you? So who is it you imagine is they?
Well,
Mother
whoever
Nature.
made us sorted us out.
Who?
I don't know, it just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
there's
Carl,
no,
listen,
there's no will to evolution. It's natural selection,
I
isn't
still
it?
don't get it though. We talked about an hour, didn't we?
I know.
And
Yeah, but to be
don't
fair,
get it.
I watched as Ricky tried to give you actually what was quite a concise and educated version of evolution. He tried to explain it to you, and I have never seen a person lose interest quicker.
But I tried to use actual fact, then I tried to use metaphor and analogy, then I showed you some computer programs to show
You needed
what
fables.
biofeedback is and everything. I tried all these things, and Steve's right. You were looking out the window.
Have you ever spoken, Carl, to someone who's got Alzheimer's disease? And you try to explain who you are, and they're listening, and then that's what you're like. It's extraordinary. But listen, seriously, I went home, I found this book, I found a couple of facts which I think are more up your street.
Okay.
Evolution, a little bit complicated. A little bit big. But this one, I think we may have mentioned it before, I think you'll like this.
Okay, wait, though, because that's another thing that's fascinating. Evolution, the way nature found the workarounds of certain things for survival and stuff, when if properly engineered, there were much simpler solutions. So the way the body and just us and animals, and even how different animals, different species, us, whales, and this and that and everything, they have different workarounds for a solution to the same problem, and that stuff is fascinating. How it got to a point where if this works, it's fine. It doesn't matter how complicated, how stupid, how everything it is. It's working well enough, because nothing works foolproof. Otherwise, diseases and stuff wouldn't be such an issue, or there's many things that wouldn't be a problem. But it works enough for me to just leave it like that and work on something else. And I think that's just beautiful, dude. I absolutely love how complicated some of nature's solutions and fixes to relatively simple problems can be. That shit's awesome, dude.
This is from one I think we may have mentioned it before, I think you'll like this. This is from a book of facts and trivia. The Egyptians trained baboons to wait on tables. That's interesting to you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you got any more there?
I'll see if I can find
Oh,
it.
he's interested.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the staff.
That did
You
happen, yeah.
pay peanuts,
definitely happened,
you get
yeah.
monkeys.
And then what did they go off and do after that?
Well, it doesn't say. So
I
this is
love
it.
the fact that
They
he
retired?
thinks, right, okay, so in his
Who's
mind, it's now the monkey going, it's 5:30, I'm off, you know I was going early today, and they go off maybe dancing or something, or they come in late.
No, I think I assumed what you meant there is that was their first career move.
Right?
And
Yeah,
then they
well,
went on. It's like actors waiting to be discovered.
Play a record.
Just one more before you play a record. You'll like this. Peter the Great. You ever heard of Peter the Great?
No.
Okay, well anyway, Peter the Great had his wife's lover
Oh.
executed.
You'll love this, Carl.
Right, so his wife had a lover, he had him executed, and he put his head into a jar of alcohol, and his wife had to keep it in her bedroom. Do you understand? That's every time she saw, every morning she'd wake up, and there was her lover's head in a jar.
Who took his head off? He took his own head off.
Play a record.
Play a record.
She had a
I love
lover.
this song.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind. See, now I'm curious as to what alcohol would do to the head. Does it decompose faster? Does it decompose slower? Does it get wrinkly? What happens to the hair? Alcohol would dry it out. I'm curious now. In a very morbid and creepy and kind of disgusting way, but a very scientific way. What? It couldn't be any more precise. That's amazing, dude.
Matt World on
man.
XFM. We just had a text, Rick, from Andrew Barnes.
Okay.
He says he watched the same documentary, it would appear, as Carl did in the week. And he says here, just to clarify, the Leech nose man got it up there when drinking from a muddy stream. And he goes on, one can only imagine the frightenedness he experienced.
Carl. Explain to him once more what happened with Peter the Great.
But how do you drink a leech and not realize? And how muddy does the water have to be for when you like scoop it up? If water is so muddy that when I scoop it up I can't really see my hands anymore, it's just like coffee black. Yeah, I'm not drinking that, dude. I'll stay thirsty, thank you. That's disgusting. Maybe like a thermos or something, but nah. No. I don't eat things if I can't see them. I don't drink things. No, I don't like that. Every bite has to be observed, just in case. I've had my brother find so many wrong things in food. He found pieces of wire. He's found flies in mashed potatoes. He has the worst luck in finding stuff. So every bite, since I learned all these things, every bite has to be meticulously freaking analyzed, man.
Right, so we've got Peter the Great.
Okay.
Okay. And his wife had a lover.
Again,
That's another
here we go.
man.
Another man.
Not Peter the Great.
She was having an affair with someone else.
Right.
And Peter the Great, he found out about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he sliced off this bloke's head. He killed him. He executed him.
Right.
Were you with me so far?
The fella who
Oh,
she
Jesus.
she was seen for a bit.
Yeah, there's only two fellas involved
There's two
here,
people
though.
involved. One's Peter the Great, the other one's
Right,
not.
right.
The guy that's not Peter the Great...
Derek the Terrible.
Derek the Rubbish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? He's having an affair with Peter the Great's missus. So Peter the Great slices off his head, puts it inside a jar of alcohol to preserve it, and puts it in his wife's bedroom. So every morning she wakes up, she sees her lover's head.
You'd have thought he wouldn't have wanted to remember, wouldn't you?
Oh.
Best bury the head so she don't remember.
Well, it was a reminder so as not to put it about.
And did it work?
Oh, I don't know.
Excellent
I
question.
love that. Again, that to me is an amazing thing to do. And you go, did it work?
I love it.
I mean, you've got quite an interesting mind, actually. I mean, you are, in some ways, really, really bright and intelligent. I love the way you think. You're one of the cleverest blokes in some ways that I know.
That always says I've got common sense.
Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
And
go
that's more important than
that
knowing
far.
about, you know,
But
goldfish
it's
and that.
what you really.
See, no, he has uncommon sense, which is very different. He thinks things in a very unusual way, very uncommon way. But this man lacks a hell of a ton of what actually is common sense. So no, but he's definitely unique, dude. Most definitely.
It's like you follow the subplot, which is quite an interesting thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like you tell you a story, you'll always pick up on something that I didn't even think was an important bit. It's like you're looking out of the window all the time.
So what's important about that head thing?
What do you mean?
The head in the jar.
It's a grotesque thing to do. It shows ego, power, cruelty, and revenge.
although I think it probably did work, because he is called Peter the Great.
Yeah.
So you'd assume he got it right.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can query that. That's the sort of facts you give us. You see now, you're on the other side of the fence, and you've got questions, just like we've always got questions.
No, but in Carl's thing, it would have been, turns out, some weird happened, right, and
fella.
he was still alive. And so she was still having sex with body, and his head was watching.
Yeah.
And Peter the Great didn't even know.
See how he's perked up?
I understand what you're saying.
Good.
Now I've learned some other stuff, so I'll see if I can, educate you a bit before 3.
But I want to know. See what? I'll tell you what education I want. I want to know what sort of things I can buy this weekend.
Butt plugs.
No. Have you got any adverts?
Oh, yeah.
It's My Life and No Doubt on XFM.
Yeah.
Version of the Talk Talk
Love it.
song.
Love it.
You've enjoyed that, Rick?
On XFM 104.9. Right, Carl.
If there has ever been a better failed segue for adverts, I need to see it. That was amazing. Oh my god, dude. That feels like a Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles type mess up when they break and stuff. When one tries to prompt the other and it just goes horribly wrong. Oh, dude, that was beautiful. I don't know how Ricky didn't laugh.
This is FM 104.9.
Oh,
Right,
man.
Carl. This is where he shines. This is where Carl gets. This is what Carl gets Mondays off for.
We're still on that.
Okay, Carl. What is it? You want to explain this?
It's the bit when I'm in a film and sort of edit me into it, so I'm like an actor in a major film.
Yeah.
We've done Kes, we've done One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Shining, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This week, it's A Few Good Men
Brilliant
Okay.
film. Brilliant film.
Okay.
with Jack Nicholson and that.
Damn, man. It's
So
never
you
going to be a
listen to
movie I've
this,
seen.
and we'll give the question later on. Probably.
Let's give it after this.
All right.
Yeah, we'll give it after we've
All
heard
right.
the clip.
I haven't really got one sorted, but I'll think of one whilst it's on. So have a listen to this, take everything in, and then the question at the end. So it's a scene where
Taking
it's a
it
court case.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All rise.
Call your witness.
Yeah, he's just coming now. All right, Jack.
Colonel.
What?
I'd appreciate if he would address me as Colonel or Sir. I believe I've earned it.
Defense counsel will address the witness as Colonel or Sir.
All right. All right, Colonel. Bit smart today with all the army stuff on.
You ever served in an infantry unit, son?
Nah. Brother did. He was in the army. Got kicked out though, because he went for a packet of fags in a tank. Weird that, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's tragic.
I wouldn't say it's tragic. I'll show you something tragic. I always carry this book around with me. I always show
Is
it to
it
people.
me or
Carry
can
this-
you hear Ricky giggling in the background? Also, I'm sorry, my mind has been rotten lately. But he said, I'll show you something tragic, and I just imagine him pulling down his own pants. Like, sorry.
I always carry this book around with me.
You can hear Ricky.
I always show it to people. It's got like the top 50 weird people in the world in it, right? It's all sorts of weird stuff in it. Look at this one here. It's a fella, right? He's got 2 heads. And the weird thing is, right, is the top 50 weird people in the world. He's at number 50, he's got 2 heads. Right? Makes you wonder what's going to be at number 1, doesn't it?
Are these
It does.
really the questions that I was called here to answer?
No, but look at it. Imagine if you were his mate. You wouldn't get a word in edgeways, would you? If you
Maybe he didn't have any friends.
Probably right, they say, don't they? They say 2's company, 3's a crowd.
Please tell me that you have something more, Lieutenant.
Yeah, got loads more. For this fella at number 36, look at him. 3 legs. Little fellow with 3 legs, right? Guess what his job is?
My answer is I don't have the first damn clue.
Well, I'll tell you. He's a juggler.
I beg your pardon?
He's a juggler.
This is ridiculous.
I know it's ridiculous. You're probably thinking what I'm thinking. Why wasn't he a footballer? Be great at keepy uppies and that, wouldn't he?
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
Yeah, it's just that I'd like to know the truth.
You can't handle the truth!
Gentlemen.
Well, I've paid for the book, so I think I'm entitled to know why
I
you
don't
did.
give a damn what you think you are entitled to!
You better get somewhere fast with this, Lieutenant.
Please.
What about this one, then? This lad here, he's 12 years old, he looks 48. What do you think?
No.
Why not, though? You said you didn't want to know any more about the juggler. You didn't say you didn't
I
want to know
know
any
what
more
I
about
said. I don't have to have it read back to me like
All
I'm...
right.
Lieutenant, do you have anything further for this witness?
This is amazing.
Well, just wanted to know if you thought Mr. Webfoot at number 42 should have took up swimming, but...
Absolutely.
Yeah, you'd say that now, wouldn't you? Forget it.
I love that you can hear Ricky.
Well, I don't know what to say, really. That's Carl Pilkington in the film A Few Good Men with
That
Jack
was
Nicholson.
amazing.
Acting alongside Jack, and I have to say, giving him a run for his money.
I think Carl is a really good actor. I genuinely think that.
I can attest to that because I've seen him in several things now. Also, dude, they're constantly going off about him having Mondays off or whatever. That, first of all, it takes a lot of creativity to be able to pull that off so seamlessly between just interjecting himself with that. It's just done so well. It's super creative. It's super well done. It's acted out real well. And that stuff takes time to, like, come up with a completely different dialogue on one side and have it flow and actually work and make it relative to, like, the stories we already know that he told us. It's just so good. It's a different level of creativity, and I don't feel like he gets appreciated enough for that, dude.
Should we put him in somewhere?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Right, what's the question?
What's his forte, do you think?
Just sort of playing that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Deep stuff.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
So
we can sort that out.
Think of a question there out of that little lot.
You've not got one?
Well, I've got...
What was number 36?
Who was at number 36? Whatever it was. What was
Juggler.
it?
Don't know. Let's.
Who was at number 50? Who was at number 50?
Yeah, all right then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Two-headed
who's
man.
number? What? Yeah.
What was odd about the guy who was at number 50 in the 50
book.
weirdest people?
Which, by the way, is shocking. How the hell is 2 heads so many numbers under 3 legs, dude? I think 2 legs is way more out there and bizarre and creepy, if you will. Pardon, but it's creepy. I think 2 heads really, really trumps 3 legs, dude. But okay.
And just text in 83 XFM and put your address on there as well.
What prizes are there, Carl?
Loads of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually not bad. There's Lord of the Rings on there. Michael Palin's Around the World in 80 Days. If you've not had a chance to see that yet, it's been repeated about 80 times. Look Around You, which is an excellent show. That's
yeah, it's
funny
brilliant.
Seen that. There's some other good stuff. It's not too bad. And also the relatively poor stand-up.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting the baby to fall. The way it just tumbled over, dude, was very, very cartoony.
Look Around You, which is an excellent show. That's
Yeah, it's
funny
brilliant.
Seen that. There's some other good stuff. It's not too bad. And also the relatively poor stand-up DVD, Ricky Gervais's live animals show, which is mediocre.
Can't give him away.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can win all those prizes if you can answer which question again?
Who was the fella who was at number 50 in my book? What was up with him?
Excellent.
What was up
All
with
right,
it?
so let's
2 heads were
got
up
to
with it.
play
Thorns.
some Thorns.
That's the most beautiful track I can't get enough of this. You'll love it. You'll love this.
Okay. Oh, dude. Amazing stuff.
Carl, come on, what's the matter with you?
Oh,
Thorns.
that's all
No blue sky. Beautiful, isn't it? And that
you-
great track.
it's all right, yeah.
Just had an email. Yeah. That woman who opened the Office script could have her head cut off.
What?
Apparently, when a letter is posted, it becomes the property of the Queen until it reaches the person it was meant for. By opening it, she's committed treason and could be killed.
Oh.
I don't know if you're familiar with this story, Carl. Are you?
Go on.
Is that still
Apparently,
relevant today?
Some copies of the Office Christmas specials scripts got sent to the wrong address. Some woman, and instead, I mean, I don't know what you do in that situation. Normally, if I get mail that's not addressed to me, I just give it to the postman or put it back in the postbox.
Radio
That's
1
messed
tried
up.
to speak to her, but apparently she's got a gagging order, which makes us think that she sold it to the Sunday. So
right.
we'll read it.
In the
We'll
Sunday
read the
paper tomorrow.
plot
Yeah.
of The Office tomorrow
Yeah.
in the Sunday papers, which ruin it for some people.
Ruin it for a lot of people, yeah.
But the
That
other thing
sucks.
is, yeah. I mean, if it was sent to her, obviously her name wasn't on it.
Oh.
If that's true, in which case I think that's quite a serious offence, isn't it?
I
Opening-
would hope so.
They can get
I
her
would hope
beheaded?
that, yeah, if I
But-
sent something in an envelope, it was...
But the BBC, the BBC thinks that because the person they said it was meant to be sent to got his, he thinks maybe that's an excuse. Maybe someone gave her the script and said, don't say it came from me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe she's protected someone, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I
don't
mean,
know.
if that is
Well,
the case-
either way, don't sell it to a newspaper.
Well, yeah.
Quite shitty.
It's just the kind of mercenary nature of it that I loathe. You know, it's the fact that it's only just now makes me wonder if she had it there lying around in her house and someone said to her, well, "Why don't you go to the papers?"
Yeah.
Try and flog it.
But I just don't think I don't think she's going to get a lot for it, because people are going to see it soon. It's not like it's the Hitler Diaries.
Well,
Do you know
they're
what
not very well written.
I mean? But I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I tell you what I'm frustrated by is just the fact that it's like we've worked hard to give people some kind of pleasure for this Christmas, you know, because a lot of people are very depressed, Rick, very low at this time of year. They've not got what they wanted.
But
we're trying to cheer them up, give them a bit of happiness.
Yeah, but I think she'll be happy if she gets a lot of money.
True.
I don't know. I think it's just tacky, really.
It's like, well, I just say, if you're a fan of the show and you don't want to know what happens, then don't read the Sundays tomorrow, or at least avoid it when it says we tell you what happens.
But the papers might not ruin it. The papers might go, we've got them, but we're not going to ruin it for people. That'd be
ideal.
Be a nice gesture.
Ideal.
But I don't know.
All I can say is it's a good job that I send out the prizes.
Sure.
Because that Michael Palin around the world in 80 days will be going to the person who won it.
Yeah.
And if someone else receives it, they better not try and, do you know what I mean, keep it. It should go to the winner.
Yeah, exactly. That is a very good point.
So,
be warned.
Don't open things that weren't addressed to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did
Pandora's
that time, though,
box. There's some sort of lesson there.
Yeah.
What happened? All the evils of the world, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, don't try and explain
brilliant.
it to us, Carl.
No, Pandora's
Oh
box.
boy.
Go on.
Well, told not to open it, opened it, released all the evils that are in the world now.
But did the person say if you open it, loads of evil will come out?
It's not true. It's not true. It didn't really happen. It's not like evolution. It's not the truth.
But you remember that? Yeah, you won't listen to some of my stuff. Like goldfish and stuff.
No, it's not that we don't listen to it. It's
There's
that you would
nothing
pass
there.
off how all the evils in the world got here. Because on Ananova it would be, Pandora opens box.
Actually, speaking of headlines,
Oh, here we
what's going
go.
on in the
Okay,
world?
look. Yeah, imagine if Pilkington was on News at 10, okay?
We should just explain, you cannot be bothered to read an entire news story. You get everything you need from a headline, don't you?
well,
course.
I think it's enough. I think if they did.
Well,
the
let's
news-
see if this is enough. Let's see
Right, okay.
if Trevor McDonald just read this on the News at 10, it'd be shorter and you get back to the football, whatever.
Yeah, all the
There we go. And here is the news at 2:15 with Carl Pilkington. Bong.
Man who walks backwards around lake falls in.
Whoa.
Man who walks backwards around lake falls in.
Bong.
Chinese woman eats dirt.
Bong.
Man lives in rubbish dump for 10 years.
Brilliant. Bong.
Czech family says they've got a rabbit with 3 knobs. Right?
Right.
Done.
Sorry. Can
Done.
you just read a little bit more of the Czech family with 3 knobs?
Just about a family.
Not read it to yourself. Read it out on air.
Just about.
Well, he can't read it to himself. I told him to read it to himself. We still hear it.
No, he was, because I could see his lips moving.
Come on.
Just this fella who had 3 rabbits.
Right, just think of this is Trevor McDonald.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on, Carl. Okay, well, here's the news. Right, good, brilliant. Go on.
There's a fella, he's got 3 rabbits and that, and then he checks them out, right?
Yeah.
2 of the rabbits have got 2 knobs each.
Right.
And he goes, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Sure.
And they throwing them around, sort of, showing them around the family and stuff, saying, look at that, that's weird. Picks up the 3rd one, it's got 3.
Yeah.
So they ate the 2 with 2, because they thought they best keep the 3rd one, because a little bit lucky in that.
Yeah.
It is lucky. 3 knobs there, yeah.
Now here's the sports news, and that's how it would work.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. We'll read about the Chinese woman who eats dirt. I'm interested in that.
Said. That's it, that is the story, isn't it? What more do you need to know? It's
Well, I
just
want to
saying,
know a little bit more. Can you just embellish it?
78-year-old Chinese woman, she says she's 78. Makes you wonder,
Yeah.
with my theory.
Carl's theory is that Chinese people don't age well, and so those Chinese people that say they're 112 are really only 33.
There you go.
That's why he doesn't want to be recognised, because he doesn't want to walk out from here into Chinatown.
Yeah.
Go on.
It just says she's been eating soil for 70 years. She's ate about 10 tons of the stuff. And still don't know.
Wait. I'm just going to read that out loud. A 78-year-old Chinese woman has reportedly eaten approximately 10 tons of soil over the past 70 years. Hao Fenglang from Zhangwu County, northern China, began eating mud and dirt at the age of 8. That makes... Actually, 8 is a little old. I was going to say that makes sense as a child. But 8 is... I'm pretty sure at 8 I knew not to eat dirt. But whatever. She says she feels physical discomfort if she does not eat dirt at least once a day. This is... Okay. Reports of the South China Morning Post. The diet has done her little apparent harm, and she is in good health. So she just eats it because she likes it. Okay, I was wondering if she has a certain brand she favors, or where does she get it from, or okay.
About 10 tons of the stuff, and it's done her no harm. Kept her grounded.
It's probably alright for you, isn't it? Because it passes through, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, they say, don't they, if you're having a kid, let it play in soil and that, because
well, that's to get it immune, yeah, to get it, But lots of things with sort of birds and reptiles sometimes swallow soil and stones because it grinds up stuff, breaks down cellulose for them. Doesn't do you any harm.
All right then.
One more fact from this book for you, Carl. Apparently, officially, the Second World War is not over. It's not actually over because there's never been an official treaty signed between Germany and Russia. So it's still going on. Interesting or not?
Not as good as the monkey one and
the woman who eats dirt.
And the Pete the Great and that.
Sure.
But, yeah, it is over, isn't it? Isn't it, though?
Hope so.
That's what I mean about you annoying me with stuff that you go, oh, that's interesting. I don't think that is interesting.
Okay.
There was, what was it I learnt?
I actually think that's really
What was it I learned? Think of that as a question.
Well, we're all trying to figure that out.
Yeah, go on.
Leonardo,
DiCaprio?
The painter.
Da Vinci.
He could write with one hand, draw with the other at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
It's alright.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright.
Well, if you have an interesting fact for Carl Pilkington that you think he might be intrigued by, email ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
What have we got coming up?
More education stuff. Some good tunes and that.
Yeah.
And a bit of Outcast.
Yeah. Outcast. Hey Ya on XFM.
Oh, freaking gross.
104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant. And over there, Carl Pilkington. Now we've got a new feature.
Well, I don't know if it should become a feature every week, Rick. I'm not sure it's got legs for that. But maybe in the absence of Rockbusters. Basically, I was looking through the pigeonhole, and we got a lot of stuff sent to us. A lot of junk. Stuff we don't really want. And a lot of people, for some reason, they send begging letters, a lot of that. We get sent a lot of CDs by people, bands, artists who have not yet been signed. Maybe they've knocked something together in their bedroom. Okay. They've got a band. And they just, for some reason, they want our feedback. They want us to sort of give them some thoughts on what they think, where they're going wrong, stuff like that.
Okay.
And I just thought, I was having a clear out, and I thought, why not just give them a little chance, you know.
Yeah.
Just throw them a bone, Rick.
Honest critique?
Honest critique of some of the artists that sent us stuff.
Okay, go on.
These are bands that have not been, they've not got a record contract.
This is exciting. Okay, name the 3 bands
well,
first.
We'll go through them individually, and I'll hear a little snatch, and then I'll get your opinions, both from you, Rick. I know you've been in the music business, you've got a good general knowledge of music, you've got good taste.
Big time,
and also
big time.
Carl Pilkington's views as well.
Yeah.
We know what to think of them. So this first band is called Kellerton Road. I'm sure they're very excited. As I said their name then, they probably can't believe it. They're phoning each other now. They're getting so excited.
All friends are phoning them now.
Yeah,
Turn your phone off.
They can't
people in this band. You don't want to...
Yeah.
Well, okay, then. Kellerton Road.
Kellerton Road. Play a track from them.
Okay, yeah.
So that's
I remember reading about this, and I can't remember what it was. I removed, yes. There you go. If you want to hear the segment, booyah, there you go. We can't put this on YouTube because copyright is a real bish. So, good on you, Rusty. Good on you.
Kellerton Road. I think that's a track called Secretly. And looking on the back here, there's 6 of them in the band. They all pretty much look the same. They've got the long hair, the usual sort of look. What do you make of them, Rick?
All right.
Yeah? Quite like that?
Good, yeah. I mean, a bit generic. The chorus was a little bit simplistic, but I like good production, good musicianship.
Reminds you of something maybe like the Thrills, that sort of thing?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, good.
Jukebox or junk box?
What's a junk box?
It's just, I'm just trying to make it sound snappy. Jukebox or junk box?
Don't, because you haven't got it. Don't ever stick to what you're good at.
Okay. What, being sexy?
Just sort of watching Doctor Who and stuff. You like that, don't you? Okay, then, right, what's the next one?
So, well, let's just ask Carl Pilkington's opinion. Carl, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's it, is it?
Yep.
Is that why you're no longer right for the enemy?
Go on.
So what's this next one you've got for us then, Carl?
Toffee.
Toffee.
It's called Born Depressed.
Oh dear.
Brilliant.
Oh dear.
Is it about you?
Oh dear.
There we
I
go.
quite
Sounded
like
pretty
that.
good. That sounded like Kiss.
That's sort of bit glammy, bit underground. Yeah.
What do you make of the name, Toffee?
I don't like the name.
It's not great, is it?
No, but I quite like that
Quite
track.
like the track.
If
I'm just
that's
looking at the
representative.
CD, they've made it themselves, and basically the band feature on there completely nude.
Oh.
What do you...
Well, we know what we think of that. What do you think of that, Carl?
Not to be that. Let's have a look though.
Have a look there.
That's no point, is it?
There's quite a lot of blokes and there's one naked lady.
Oh, just having a look though. Just.
Yeah.
What are you looking at the blokes? What are you looking at? Why are you looking at the
Mr.
blokes?
Knob Curious.
Knob.
Just having a look.
But you look at their knob. I can see by the way your eyes are looking.
I'm looking at the woman's knob though.
What?
She won't be happy with that.
No, that's a bloke, Carl.
Yeah, that's where you've been going wrong.
Yeah, that's the woman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was looking at. That one, the woman's knob. So that's alright.
yeah, good.
So Rick, hit parade or shit parade?
I don't know if it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a hit yet because I haven't got backup. But I think we're looking more about whether they get
A record deal. Do you think they deserve one?
Yeah, yeah. Thumbs up for both of them.
Okay,
well
excellent.
done.
All right, well done. Carl, play the last one then. What did you make of it? Sorry, we didn't ask your opinion. We weren't interested.
Let's see him on CD UK. Just like that on the CD cover.
Okay.
And this last act, I think, is this right? Picture Centre?
Yeah.
Picture Centre.
That's the band name.
Picture Centre.
My favourite.
You like that?
Yeah, that's my favourite out of all
That
of them.
wasn't bad either.
Good. There's a bit of Amy Mann in there.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit Cocteau Twins.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, really good. I really like. Really good. Really intriguing that.
They sounded very complete
Yeah, it's alright.
from the bit I heard.
If you didn't like it, what would you say?
It's weird though, isn't it? Music. No, do you know what I mean? It's like it depends what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? That's all right if you're just having a game of crib or whatever. It's just on in the background.
The hell's crib?
That's the thing with music. I don't think you can sort of slag any of it off. It's times, and
I disagree.
Depends what mood you're in and stuff.
Completely.
Yeah.
So.
So
So
this
it's
is a pointless
pointless.
feature. It's a pointless
Points for
feature.
you. We'll do it
Well, I
again
didn't come up with it.
No, I don't. All right, don't slag it off.
then. Okay, we'll do that again then. I was quite enjoying that, but okay.
No, do you understand what I'm saying?
Well,
That it's not worth having an opinion about music.
Well, I'm not that bothered. I'm just saying.
imagine if he was on the panel of fame and going to be your pop idol.
Yeah.
That'd be great. It'd go along, and Nicky Chapman go, yeah, you've really improved. I really like that. I don't know what you're wearing. Dr. Fox, you were hot, baby. I loved it. Like your legs, like all your boobs and all that. Brilliant.
them.
Come to Carl. Not bothered. All right.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, but keep it up. You know.
Play a record.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, come on. This is my favourite. Can I change? This is my favourite out of all four of them. Lynyrd Skynyrd's. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Slam dunk this pussy.
The hell does that do?
Jet. And roll over DJ on XFM 104.9. Alright?
Alright.
Carl, just an email. A question for you. Can you please let me know which school Carl went to? What school do you go to?
To not send my kids
Cess
there.
Ave.
What?
Cess Ave.
Cess Ave?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It was on Cecil Avenue.
Cecil Avenue in Manchester.
Yeah.
It's just he says, I'd like to know so that I don't send my kids to the same place. He also says,
Told ya.
he says, P.S. Does Carl look like Gollum in Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
He does, doesn't
No,
he?
he
yeah.
does not.
Yeah, that's very
Ew.
good.
Ew!
Yeah, in fact, I was just putting a little bald wig on you, wasn't I?
I processed that very slowly because I went reading it like, I don't know why I read it backwards and I processed it really slow. Okay. All right. Rusty is very spicy today. Don't get me wrong, it's hilarious, but some of it is unexpected. I guess that's because you were sick when you did this. I really need to ask you if you're feeling better. It's a week later, so I hope you are.
Yeah.
So, if you
Just
want
some
a
of the fun
picture...
and games we have when the songs are on.
Yeah, did it hurt?
Just a little bit. The bit that worried me is when you said, let me just staple it.
Yeah, well, I was trying to get it under your chin because it looked funnier. And he was scared. Oh. I remember, do you remember I did that thing with the tea towel? Have you told Steve about that?
I don't think I have. It's not something I'd shout about, to be honest.
Go on.
Went round his place.
Tell it on the radio.
And he said, oh, before you go, I must try something.
Because I couldn't get squeezing hard enough. I can't, because I'm not strong enough to hurt him anymore now, or am I?
I think I can take it a bit more than I could at the start.
Yeah, so I wanted to squeeze his head more, so what did I do?
So he said, just hang on, I've got a tea towel. He brought a tea towel in now. I need something sort of long and thin. What can I get? He's asking his girlfriend, where's that? Comes in with a spatula, right?
Oh.
He puts the tea towel on my head, and manages to sort of put the spatula in and turn it round so that the tea towel is tightening on my head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Using little pressure, would you say, from you?
Yeah, just little, it's brilliant, it was like a tourniquet, and I just turned it a little bit, and he screamed almost straight away, didn't you?
It hurts. But
So-
but why did you think that was good? When would you need to use that tool?
Good question.
I knew I did it on my other bald mate, Rob, who was over, and he screamed as well. Because he just put a tea towel round, like a little bandana, just stick the wooden spoon down the back, just turn it, and it's even half a turn, isn't it? And it really...
Hopefully children listening will be trying that on their friends.
No, they won't. Don't try that at home.
I've got another fact for you, Carl. Might be of interest to you, just the final one. The ancient Babylonians had few... What?
Can I just stop you there? What's a Babylonian?
My head's gonna burst! What do you mean, what's a Babylonian?
I've never heard of one.
No, but we'll work out, what's an Evertonian?
Someone who supports Everton
Well, or from.
from Liverpool.
Yeah, so what's a Babylonian?
He's from Baba.
Yeah, well anyway, some people from Baba, ancient Baba, they didn't have very many doctors in those days, alright? Because they felt that
Confidence
illness...
behind it, dude. The confidence.
They didn't have very many doctors in those days, alright? Because they felt that illnesses should be left to the wisdom of the public, right? So if you were sick, okay, you were placed in the city centre, right? And then a passerby...
Outside Baba.
Outside Baba. And a passerby who had suffered from the same ailment, or who had seen it treated in the past, they would pass by, they would give them advice on how to be cured. Do you understand? So there'd be no doctors, just people passing by would see, they'd say, what's wrong with you? And they'd say, well, blah, 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 I've had the same thing, here's some advice. And pedestrians were forbidden to pass such an individual without inquiring about the complaint and prescribing for it if they knew how to.
So hang on, so there's someone ill.
Yeah.
It's outside the town hall.
Yeah.
People walk past, go, what's up with you? They go, oh, my foot hurts. And they go, you've got to do this to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And were they ever right?
Well, what do you mean?
Were they ever right?
Well, how do we know?
What are you telling me?
What?
What have you just told me? What am I meant to take from that? You just said strangers sort of say, you've got that wrong with you.
I think he's sulking. I don't think he's ever going to take anything we tell him again because we don't.
No, but I don't
like the fact
understand
that goes, monkeys can do armed robberies, and we go, no, they can't.
I don't understand what the problem is.
But how is that different from telling me that a Chinese woman ate dirt? How is that not the same sort?
Okay, but yes and no. Yes and no. It is a valid question. Like, if they have the information that they kept that up for like 200 years, well, then you're gonna conclude, okay, it worked pretty well then. It was a good system to keep going at. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like a valid question. I mean, I see all of their points. I see all of where they're coming from and stuff, but there's just too much to agree with everybody here.
Because that's weird. Someone sat in Trafalgar Square going, I've got a headache and I go take some Nurofen, isn't shocking. I'm not a doctor. I've given a bit of advice.
But neither is the dirt lady. She's not particularly interesting. Neither of them are particularly interesting. I'm just trying to give you an example of the same sort of drivel you feed us every week.
Okay.
Would you sort of have tea round at her house? It's weird. The Chinese woman.
Right, so it's weird. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's weirdness that you're interested in.
See, I thought that you were actually interested in sort of learning interesting sort of stuff.
But if it's weird, it helps.
If it's weird, it helps.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be major news. The other day there was something about this fella.
Of course.
Who I think he wanted to be an actor, right? And he was trying all his life to be an actor.
Okay.
couldn't get a gig anywhere, right? So when he died, he said, right, I'm going to leave all my money to the theatre as long as that theatre uses my skull in that play they do with the head.
In that play they do
Hamlet.
with the head.
So that's that sort of news, and it's weird.
Right.
What money did he have if he'd been a struggling actor?
He had some money in that.
What did he do?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what I'm interested in, what he did. Yeah,
No,
that's what
but
me
it
and
doesn't
Steve...
matter, though.
Yeah, that's what me and
Well
Steve were interested in,
played.
what he did, though. He earned
Well
his money.
played.
So, because you were going to educate us this week with some interesting facts.
Oh, yeah, come on then.
Is that it, or have you got more?
Well, that's weird.
But that's not educational. You didn't give me his name, you didn't give me when, you didn't give me what
No,
theatre.
but also to take from it. Do you know what I mean? If people listening and go, well, I'm a bit like that. It's like if you've got to be dead and have your skull on stage, that isn't the job for you. That's what I'm saying. If it takes that much, give it up, do something else, right?
Okay.
What else have I taught you?
I don't know.
You haven't taught us, you've never taught me anything.
See, we'll just have to sort of...
What, agree to disagree?
Right. I don't know what you can sort of learn from this.
That's the best thing to do in certain relationships.
7-Up, the drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is, we're actually on air now, aren't we?
Yeah, this is
Right,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
This,
baby.
this is a radio show that we're paid
Forget
for.
that then, forget
No,
that.
come on, 7 Up.
It's not really... Not
It's not,
important.
it's not interesting or
Go on,
important.
no, come on then, come on.
The little red dot, that's above the 7 on the can. Do you know, it says 7
Yeah.
up and there's a little red dot.
Next to, not above.
That
for
red
sure.
dot's there because the creator of it was an albino and he had red eyes. And he had that little thing there as his little trademark.
Is that true?
It's true.
That's quite interesting.
Right then. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that important, but it's interesting.
If it's true, that's interesting.
It isn't. It's true and it's interesting.
Okay. I'm going to read that. The red dot first appeared in the 1930s, 40s, when 7-Up was branded itself as a modern eye-catching soda. The hell does eye-catching soda mean? The red circle was mainly a graphic device to make the green bottle label stand out. Perfect, since red contrasts strongly with green and was highly visible in shops' displays. Perfect. Over time, though, people started speculating about deeper meanings, as humans do for absolutely no freaking point whatsoever. Ooh, Danielle Sloss has a really good point about that, of Jackson Pollock's... Was it Pollock's? I think it was Jackson Pollock paintings, just when people tried to find deeper meaning, and it was just, nope, there was none. Anyway, great comedian. One common but unverified claim is that it was a nod to founder Charles Leper Griggs. Albinos, albinos often have reddish pupils due to lack of pigment. Sometimes they're kind of purple and look really freaking cool. There's no hard evidence for this, but it became a bit of folklore around the brand. Again, absolutely unprompted. Why? Okay, I was going to say, who looks at a can of soda and starts trying to wonder these things? And I am definitely one of those people that would. But I wouldn't think it has deeper meaning, if that makes sense. I don't know that does, but god damn it, humans, we gotta get our stuff together, man. Think about more important things.
Okay, that's good.
Any
You
more?
know,
Like
Coke
nuggets.
used to contain real coke.
Any more?
You know, Coke used to contain real cocaine.
It
Well,
also
they
used to be
used to be
green.
medicines, didn't they?
Tonics, yeah.
No, they were medicines. I read that tomato ketchup and Coca-Cola started off as medicines.
Probably not a medicine, probably more of a tonic, because it probably a pick me up, wasn't it? If I had Coke in it and caffeine and sugar,
Fish.
and same as ketchup, probably lots of vitamin C and lots of sugar. It was probably more of a tonic. It wasn't really a medicine. They didn't say cancer. Have this on your chips.
It's an HP.
Wasn't a medicine. It was
Well, it was kind of.
All right, okay,
Potato,
let's agree to disagree on
potato.
that particular one.
okay. All right, yeah.
Is that it, Carl?
What
You
else?
can
Any
do
other
the
facts?
this week. You've given us the 7-Up thing, okay.
I've told you about the goldfish.
Not really, but yeah.
You didn't say anything about goldfish. This is your fact, right?
Fact.
You know what? Goldfish might have longer memories than some people think. That's not a fact. That under no circumstances would imagine Magnus Magnuson saying, what animals might have longer memories than most people think? This is goldfish correct. Imagine that as a question. How is that a fact?
If you ever have children, are you going to educate them with this kind of drivel? Is this how you're going to raise your kids? So their mind's just pumped full of
That'd
this
be my
rubbish?
job. I'd keep them interested with stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Suzanne does the proper stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you agree there is some proper stuff?
Yeah, but I wouldn't make him do it. I'd just sort of leave the book there, and then if he read it, I'd go, that's good. That is.
What book would you think? What, the 50th freakiest people ever to be born?
No, the
Even
proper
that
stuff.
to start with.
What would you tell me your favourite was? The little fella who was playing the keyboard?
That or the three-legged fella.
Yeah, okay. So he's
What's
learnt
the
that.
guy
That's the
with
first
the
day at
keyboard?
school. What would you teach him the second day at school?
I don't know, because
Why do owls have to turn 180 degrees to look the other way?
Because they've got big eyes.
Yeah, and what's that mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean?
Can I just... I don't think you should have children.
Well, Suzanne's always saying, she'd like to hear tiny feet running around the flat.
Really? Interesting that never
So
happened.
let's get a little midget cleaner.
Right, haven't got long. You better give the winner. We got monkey news
Am
coming
I
up.
correct in thinking that none of these three men have children? Correct? I don't remember reading about any of them. I know Carl and Ricky have like very long time partners. And then Smirch, I think, has had a girlfriend for like about maybe 6 years. Not that long or something, but he's got a relationship. But none of them have kids, right? Interesting.
We haven't really got any monkey news.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
There's nothing going on, seriously.
Don't talk. What do you
The
mean?
last few weeks I've
But
keep
don't.
telling you.
No. Right. This really annoys me when you say there's something going on because you call it monkey news, but it's not monkey news. You have stories, dubious stories.
you.
But shut up a minute.
Stories.
About
Monkey
it's always
tales.
chimps, which annoys me. You call it monkey because they're apes, right? And it's often from the 18th century, so it's not news anyway. So don't tell me there's no monkey
No, but
news
what I'm
this
saying
week.
is, if there's monkey news worth doing, I'll know about it.
Oh, wow.
And there isn't anything,
Right.
so let's leave it.
Right, okay, you are going to give me some monkey news,
Well,
or...
alright.
Okay, right, I'm telling you, you are going to give me some monkey news, or we're not leaving.
Right, well, my mum sent me some.
Right.
I got a little letter from her doing the usual sort of stuff, telling me what she's been up to and that. It was a little thing about somewhere in Lincolnshire or something.
Right,
To
good.
do a bit of monkey throwing.
God, what do you mean?
Because some fella got attacked by one once, and sort of to remember him, on this certain day, they go, oh, it was today, wasn't it? And that fella got attacked by a little monkey and that. And the, something about chucking monkeys about.
That's horrible.
I don't know if they're real, I think it's just like to remember.
Alright.
But that's the only sort of stuff that's knocking about out there.
But it's not, that's not
I've got my
monkey
mum and
news.
dad on it, looking all the time for stuff.
Yeah, there must be more monkey news than that.
There isn't nothing. I mean, there's bits and pieces. There was a bit about Donna Eyre, how when she has a kid, she's going to let a gorilla look after it for a week or something. But apart from that, it's dead out there.
True.
Well, I don't know what that means.
She's well, that's it.
Well, it's
Apparently,
not true. She's not going to let a gorilla look after a
No,
child.
it is. Apparently, a fella works with them or something, and
This is rubbish!
it's not rubbish.
How can she let a gorilla look after a baby for a week?
Well, forget it.
Sorry, have you ever heard her speak?
I was going to say, this is like putting in doubt a completely different woman's mental health. I mean, just because Ricky thinks it's a bad idea doesn't mean some celebrity didn't say that somewhere or think it.
Can I just give you a little fact here? Someone's emailed in for you, Carl. They've sent an interesting fact for you. I think you're going to be interested in this. Don't read it on the email. Let me read it for you. I think you'll be excited. An interesting fact from Carl. That's from Toby. He says, Attila the Hun
Okay.
punished some fella who annoyed him by cutting off his arms and legs. You'll love this. And stitching his arms back where his legs should be. And vice versa.
Weird.
Look at his face. Look at a little smile that's just cracked on his lip. That is the kind of fact you've been waiting for all day, isn't it?
So go on again. So
Attila the Hun, right? Some guy didn't like. He cut off his arms and his legs, and he stitched his legs on where his arms should be, and his arms where his legs should be. Look at him looking at his body, trying to picture it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let it sink in for a little while, then I'll ruin it for him. Carl, what are you thinking?
If anything.
I'm just picturing it.
Well, he would have died. It would have been tokenistic. There's no way that person could have lived through it. So, it was just to the Hun's
What a buzzkill.
fun. He probably put him on a stick outside his gate or something. There's no way in those days that he could have gone through complete limb amputation and.
So would he have wore a jumper for pants?
Who's the winner of the competition?
From Walthamstow, it's Joe Ogden. Well done, Joe. You got the
Amazing.
correct answer, which was what? The
Fellow
Two
with two
heads,
heads at
yeah.
number 50.
number 50. Is that it? Are we off?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Bye.
More of the same
Aw,
drivel
dude.
next week.
Bye.
This was an amazing episode, from start to finish. This was awesome, and Spicy Rusty was awesome too. That was fun. That was extremely fun. A shame it got like separated in 2 different days, but whatever. Sometimes stuff happens. But that was absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Rusty, by the way, for all of it. I could do without gifs of little kids being nasty though. Like all sticky and snot bubble. I don't know. I don't know if it was spaghetti that came out the nose. I don't want to know. But oh man, little kids when they're all sticky and just not for me. Anyway, beautiful humans. That's it. That's over. But I had the best time, and I hope you did too. So, anyway, I am off. No, I was just thinking, but I'm off. Anyway, see you soon.